Hello again, everyone. Thanks for joining me on another adventure. Up till now, my most popular videos have been railroad themed, and I haven't done one of those videos in a long time, but that's going to come to an end today. Today I'm going to go to the Inland Northwest Railway Museum, which is located about 25-30 miles west of Spokane, Washington, right off of Route 2. I've had two volunteers offer to give me guided tours of the facilities. First volunteer will be Kathy. She's going to show me the inside of the building where there's some memorabilia, gift shop, and also where the restoration work is done. And then I'll go upstairs and I'll meet John, who's going to show me the upstairs where there's more memorabilia, an O-scale model layout, train layout. And then we'll go outside and we'll look at some more equipment. And then lastly, hey Star. Star's always a camera hog. She always wants to get into the scene. And lastly, the ticket price includes a ride on a 2-foot railway, which is a circular track about 3/4 of a mile long. It's powered by an internal combustion engine, which was used in mining operations in the area. And we'll do 2 laps around that track. So let me get packed up here. We'll head over to the museum, and I'll see you inside.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and I'm with the Inland Northwest Rail Society, and you're at the Inland Northwest Rail Museum. This is our plan for the future. We are in a little corner there with the lights, so you see we have a long ways to go.
Oh wow, that's ambitious. Nice.
Yeah. Everybody here is a volunteer, and everything you see has been done with volunteer work. This baggage car is actually our oldest car. It was built in 1893. And it actually started out as a wooden coach. And in 1916, they put the steel right over the wood, put the steel sides on, took out the windows, took out the seats, and turned it into a baggage car.
Interesting.
And it's in our restoration area, so that we're redoing the inside.
Okay. All your restoration work is done inside this one building here?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially on this track. This area is about the trolley system. I love the old advertisements by wire.
These were trolleys that ran here in Spokane?
Yes.
And when did they stop running?
I believe 1936, but I could be off.
Okay, that's close enough.
Okay, and this, you can go into this car. This is the last remaining trolley car from Spokane. They had like 80, I believe 82 of them, and the company who bought the systems, like all over the country, wanted to sell buses, so they took them out to a lot and burned them. And a few survived by being like part of a tavern or something like that. This one was donated to us. It had to be restored because that's what it was part of a tavern. And so it is missing some things, but we can't put in what we don't have. It has to be done right. And you're very welcome to come in. Watch your step. There's lots of ups and downs. And you're very welcome to sit in the seats and see how very uncomfortable they were. Most of the cars did have heat come from underneath the seats there. Air conditioning are the big windows up there. That's it, yes. And of course, they didn't have a turnaround on the streets, so the engineer would go from, okay, we're going this way, he'd work on that side. When it was time to turn around, he'd just walk down the aisle and go from that side.
So there's a control stand on each end, okay.
Yes. So watch your step here.
How much did it cost to ride the trolley?
A nickel. Which in
1919 was a lot of money.
Wow. There's a passenger. Hi, passenger.
If it's okay with you, I'm not going to show you the displays. You can come back to what interests you, okay?
Okay.
This whole area is donated It's designated for the Spokane International. I'd never heard of it, but you know, it came out of Spokane.
Please.
So, what's
We don't want to. We want to hold you up. Come
what
on.
are you taking pictures for?
Just a video for me.
Okay. Excuse me, I just had to
It
get
went
something.
like up to Sandpoint, and then up north, and so a lot of its track is now Canadian.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't even know there was one, and it was quite the going concern. We have paperwork for like 1916 from it, so it's been around a long
And these
time.
are signs from some of the stations.
Yep, and there's a lot more upstairs. Yeah,
Okay.
so. we'll go
And now,
this
what are all these model trains? I see there's HO, some
we get a lot
Lionel.
of things donated, and we get a lot of people who enjoy model trains that come through and buy, and so, yeah.
So these are items are for sale.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So as you can see, we have a lot of displays here. You're very welcome to come back and look at, but I'll just take you the interesting way.
Now, all these things, these aren't all for sale. These are just
No.
for display,
oh, no,
correct?
No, no,
Okay.
those are for sale. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Look
our
at these old
gift-
cameras. Someone's into photography
Yeah,
as well.
somebody donated those. Every year is donated. You know, it's.
Interesting.
Three cars first. The Northern Pacific car was a coach. It's been cleared out, its displays. Our Union Pacific is a sleeper, and they have some of the rooms taken out for displays, but you can see a lot of the regular sleeper. And then we're going to go into a 1914 diner. You're going to really,
Nice.
that is amazing. I love to show that car.
Okay.
So like I said, Northern Pacific was a coach. Yeah, somebody built that and gave it to us. I guess this ran and someone,
Yeah, live
oh,
steam.
somebody took some of the steam. This was a whole train here. Somebody took some of it. I guess who owned it wanted it back or something. Yeah, that was the whole thing. I never know when you come what,
Things change.
yep,
Okay.
yep. You have a wonderful trunk, such good condition.
Yeah.
We have some Northern Pacific things here.
I used to have a hat like this. I'm a retired railroader. I worked.
Really? Which one?
I was a conductor at New Jersey Transit back in Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, retired 3 years ago.
Wow.
So I had a hat just. I still have my hat badge. It's out in the van.
So I know I don't have to tell you that of the importance of Railroad China.
Well, we were just a commuter railroad.
Yeah,
We
but I
didn't-
mean, you know a lot about trains.
absolutely.
The one thing I do want to show you is this blue lens lantern. They built a line from Coulee City, you know, down the road here,
Okay.
30 miles up to Grand Coulee Dam when they were building Grand Coulee Dam. And this is a lantern from that rail line that went from Coulee City to Grand
Okay.
Coulee. In fact, and it's in the Northern Pacific because this line was Northern Pacific line. So things to build that massive dam came
Wow.
to the Northern Pacific. In fact, we have paperwork from 1936, you know, whatever, from like bills of lading and things that they brought. This area is designated for the telegraph. You can see we have displays and we have the conductors, so I can tell kids about what a conductor's case was and what it was for.
We didn't have a case. We had a backpack with all the rules and everything in it.
Sure,
Carried
sure.
a backpack on it.
Times have changed.
Yes.
Yeah. We have wonderful old ads from Western Union. I mean, they had things for everything. And they actually had candy brands. I thought that was just in the movie.
Really?
We had a wonderful Western Union uniform. We which of course if you saw walking to your door during World War II, your heart would sink.
Now, this is for Western Union. This gentleman delivered telegrams,
Yes,
and he used his little bicycle. Actually, it looks like it's motorized in some way, isn't it? No. Yeah, I don't know. What is this pump?
I have no idea. It's a
It's interesting.
toolkit or what, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Maybe one of the gentlemen that works here can tell you.
Okay. And then we have a dispatcher's desk here. Nice. Okay.
So our Union Pacific Sleeper is a pretty standard arrangement sleeping car built by
For 12
Pullman.
years, she thrilled fans of the Norfolk Southern steam trains. Now, after a 20-year break, the 611 is back on the main.
You know how they gave passenger cars names?
Right.
Our sleeper is the American Scene.
American
American Scene.
American scene. Okay.
Luckily, it wasn't after a place that I couldn't pronounce. So we have one of the large compartments so you can see. I told them they need better lighting in here, but you know, someday.
So I guess that seat folds down. That would be a
Yes,
bed.
That would be a bed. And actually, this probably would have been 2 compartments because you know you could buy more and open them up for a big family.
Was there a commode in here? Or?
Yes, there would have been oh, yes.
Okay.
This would have been a sleeper. This is where they've kind of redone stuff, and the display in here we took out, and so it's good to have something new in here. This car was in the fairgrounds at the Spokane Fair for years, so that's why they have displays like this in.
More model railroading here.
Yeah, we have a large model railroad. I'll show you too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Oops. There's a big building. And we have a compartment. The bed is down, but of course the bed would fold up and there'd be seats.
That's pretty tight in there.
Yeah, yeah. But, you
But they
know,
do have a sink.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait till you get to the Mountain Hill. You'll really see big things. The restroom. Okay, you know the old movies where they're in a bunk bed and they're peeking their heads out of the curtains to talk? Well,
Right,
here
that's-
we go.
Okay, so there's a bed up here.
Right down there.
Another one down here.
And this is the same thing. This is night. This is daytime. These are the same, just set differently, set up.
Okay.
This becomes the bed. This would pull down.
Ah.
So
Oh, so this part pulls down.
that
okay.
would pull down. And so this during the daytime could be this.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I see where the seats are.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
This would have been, but they took out the bunk. But this would have been the third, and this would have been a compartment. These go back, you know. The aisles are pretty wide here for a train, so you know it would have been these would have been compartments. Okay, get ready for 1914 style.
Okay. This is the dining car.
This is our dining car.
What's on the menu today? Anything special?
Yeah, I'll wait till you see the menu. Yes.
It's just
You see,
opening
we
up
have,
now,
and this would have been an executive car in its era, and this would have been the China that they used. This is executive China.
tell. This looks pretty fancy.
Well,
Now, this would have been all tables, but the Union Pacific turned this into the dining car for a work train, so they put the counter in.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a dining car with a counter
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
it's because, and we have, you can look along the counters, or here we have things with prices, like 1937, you can see what the prices were.
Wow.
And you can see, here's, you know, they had darling children's menus. Because it's open, we usually don't let people come into the kitchen, but come on down and I'll show you the kitchen.
I appreciate that.
Even in the 50s when this was being used, it was all heated with coal. Didn't have refrigeration. They had an ice box, but everything was cooked in this wonderful kitchen here.
Wow, yeah, look, you can tell it's an old
Yeah,
coal-fired stove here.
yeah. I'll get on the other side of you so you can see.
And I guess what, about 2 or 3 people would work back here, a cook
Yeah.
or 2 and a prep person?
And
They did have an
because-
ice box, but you'd have to put real ice in it.
And because this car was built by Pullman, the employees on this car were probably employed by Pullman.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah. Same as our sleeper car here, built by Pullman, manned by Pullman. So
On our badges.
okay, our next stop is a Great Northern Caboose. Our Great Northern Caboose was built in 1943, and of course, during the war, they didn't have the metals, so it was plywood. And of
Okay.
course, it rotted out, and it was covered up with something, and then it just was rotting out again. So last summer, my husband and I put the new siding on. Early in the summer, the inside was painted by a movie company. They filmed a movie in it.
Really? What was the name of the movie?
I'll have to look. It's on the inside. I don't
Okay.
remember.
How long ago was that?
Last summer.
Last summer.
Yeah. And it was out. It was about Casey Jones.
How long have you been volunteering here?
This is my 4th year.
4th year, okay. And the museum's been open for how long?
This weekend we're celebrating our 9th anniversary.
This weekend, okay.
Yeah, before that we were at the fairgrounds and the Railroad Society. This is our 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have to get the logo yet. We haven't got the stencil to do that.
Sleeping for the conductors and the,
Train crew of 4.
yep.
And I understand that no matter what company owned and ran the caboose, they were all painted this green
Really?
color inside.
I
Yep.
never knew that.
That's what I read.
That's a standard color, huh?
Yeah, that's their color. And then I tell kids, or even people who aren't involved with trains, why we have the cupola and why we ran the caboose and why we don't need them anymore.
Right. Yeah, no, they're long gone.
Yeah.
Although, you know what, traveling the country like I do, I have seen 1 or 2 cabooses as of,
Have you?
it doesn't happen often, but there's some that's still in use.
Here's Tales on the Rail. That's the movie that they did.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Fusees and torpedoes, we had those on our trains.
I don't even know what those are, so you can educate me.
Well, fusees were fuses that if you were broken down on the tracks, that you could set them out on the track and warn other trains, hey, we're stopped over here.
Oh, okay.
And the conductor would walk X amount of distance depending on what the speed limit was on the rail.
Oh.
He would walk a mile or more, flag other trains approaching with the flare. And then torpedoes were if there was a hole in the airline, you could plug it with a.
I get
torpedo.
asked that. Now I can answer that.
It's like
Oh,
a cork, a wooden cork.
we are going to go into, I think, the car that we are so most proud to own. This is the SPNS Mount St. Helens. There are only 2 like it ever built. It was built by Pullman. Its sister car was the Mount Hood. The Mount St. Helens went from Spokane and Portland and back. The Mount Hood went from Portland to Chicago and back on the, shoot. It'll come to me when I don't do it, yeah. So this car is special. It is half compartments and half club car.
Same color as the caboose.
Yeah. And, you know, they have the small compartments. They all have a commode.
There's a commode in here?
Yeah. Come on over
I
here.
get, okay, oh,
You'll see on the next one.
this flips up.
Yeah. See, we have, so you can see.
Okay, yep. Wow.
Yeah.
You got to be really friendly with the person you're sharing.
Yeah, I'd use the restroom. Yeah. Or you could have the bed. You know, I mean, we have them arranged different ways. There were 9 different combinations, and so we tried to show some of them. And then we have 3 bigger ones.
Where am I? Here we go.
Sharp corners and narrow halls. And I always show kids this. They just love this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, look at, oh, a hide potty.
So I guess this would be a more expensive room.
Oh, yeah, it's bigger. Yeah. There. Okay, sure I can
Now,
do
is
that.
this is one room, and then over here on the other side is this another room, or is this?
This is, yes, 2 different rooms. You can open it up if you wanted both, if you had a big family.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so, and put, you know, bunk beds down. You could obviously make into a bed.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of combinations.
Interesting.
Yep. See, here's the bunk bed. If they want it.
Same thing.
And we have a kitchen. Nice little kitchen here.
Okay.
This was built in the 1950s, and I cannot remember the year, I'm sorry. So it ran in the 50s and 60s.
Okay.
So here's,
And then meals will be served out here.
yeah, and look, there are little white buttons to push by tables, by chairs, and also in the compartments there's a button to call the porter to come. Oh, this is
Interesting.
what I want. Yeah.
And what was this used for?
Radio.
That's
And-
a radio.
And they did use it when they get into range by towns. They'd play the radio. And kids, what's this? They have no idea what ashtray is. Yeah. Okay, our next car, first time I saw it, had no seats, no windows. That was about 4 years ago. This is a cafe coach. And I know it took 2 days to get the seats in. These are the seats that would be here.
These are the original seats.
Yep.
And they flip, so when we change
Yeah, I
it.
was just going to show you that. Yep. I tell kids don't touch because there's a way to pinch your fingers.
Yeah, we had the same thing on some of our cars. We had the
And I
flip
tell
seats.
no, they weren't a tray to eat. There's no cup holders. And then in Mount St. Helens, there's no place to plug your phone in.
Correct.
Yeah. So, you know, cafe coach, this would have been the tables, you know, and this would have been the kitchen, but when we don't have the kitchen and we're not going to put something in that's not right.
Right.
So eventually, if we can find one,
So
we'll
this is
get
just
one.
for right now until you
Yes.
get some. Okay.
Yes.
And these wouldn't have been original tables either, right?
Oh, no, these came from our farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, but hey, it's.
Just to give an idea what it was used for.
Exactly. And we use this coach and the Mount St. Helens on our real train rides.
There's some nice light fixtures up here. I guess these
Aren't
are
those
all original.
gorgeous? Yeah, aren't they
very nice.
gorgeous? Yeah. So,
Interesting that the windows open because none of our trains had windows that opened,
oh,
which was probably a good thing because people nowadays don't pay attention. They'd sticking their heads and their arms out and
oh yeah.
get a lot of problems.
Well, my husband was telling me how, oh, we have 4 windows in our caboose. And I said, oh, is that good? He said, well, I got down to 2. And they were bulletproof glass. I thought,
Oh,
holy
jeez.
cow, that's really a sad state. So, I'm going to take you back to the big building.
Okay. Well, Kathy, I really appreciate you showing me around.
Not a problem. I'm happy to do it.
Thank you very much.
We
Why
need-
is this called birthday car? You know?
Well, it's in the process of being made. When you go upstairs, you'll see that we have a little area for birthdays, and it's really small. We get rented out. We've had proms here, anniversary parties.
So you
And so-
have parties inside this car?
Well, that's the goal, right? It still
Oh,
needs
okay.
the electrical.
So this is someday.
Yeah, we work on a work in progress, and where it's all volunteer, it takes a long time.
If you could introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is John Simonton, and I'm a volunteer docent here at the Inland Northwest Rail Museum. And
How long you been a volunteer?
well, I've been with the parent organization since 2001, and I've been volunteering ever since.
Nice. I guess all this Lionel stuff has been donated.
Exactly, that's a new donation, so I'm cleaning it up and seeing what we've got here.
This will be for sale, or is this going to be for display?
Basically, pretty much.
From the same spot, we see
Everything from here on down will eventually be for sale.
This is for sale, okay.
Right. And these are things we use on the big model railroad layout there.
Where's that model over there?
Voila.
Oh, right, okay. But this is O-scale, correct?
Every bit of it, yes.
And the layout is O-scale as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize. Oh, I see, it's 3
1/4
rail
inch to the
low.
foot, yes.
Okay. And then this is all O-scale over here as well?
Yeah, O and O27, which will run on the same track.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the layout?
Well, it's a work in progress, as all layouts are.
Sure.
But the majority of it, in fact, was donated to us by a gentleman named John Wamba, who was moving out of his house, and so the layout had to go. He donated it to us. The mountain areas, well, basically the layout itself was donated. We had to cut back the area a little bit to make it fit. But the mountains are all his work. Most of the scenery is as well. We've done the track work on it, and so it's a work in progress. The switches still need to be wired in, the accessories need to be wired in, but it certainly runs trains
Okay.
and is very popular.
Boy, look at this old controller over here. That came with the layout, I guess?
And that's not very old, actually.
It's not.
That's an MTH controller. It's a modern one, but it's laid out like an old Lionel ZW.
Okay. And everything's run by DCC? You have
It can be. Right now, I've got 2 trains on the layout. One with that Virginian Electric is the running digital. One with the Burlington Zephyr is running on conventional.
okay. Is the catenary work, or is it just display?
Just display that way, an electric like that looks right.
Of course. Makes sense. And I see you also have, what, an N-scale layout over here?
Yes.
I will pay a visit back on Cajon Pass. Have some BNSF action here soon.
Birthday parties up here?
Yes, up here. Eventually, we're working on converting one of our baggage cars into a birthday party car, but it's the interior of it needs work yet.
I saw it outside. It said birthday car on it.
Right.
Is this operational too? This
Not at present. Needs some wiring work.
And I guess this was donated too by a modeler, or
Well, this started out as a Christmas display about almost 20 years ago at Hobbytown at the Y, and it was put up for sale. And I purchased it for my late wife, who was an N-scaler. So she enjoyed it. And when she passed it, I passed it on to the museum here.
oh, very nice. That's Minnie Wendler Model Railroad. You were a lucky man.
Yes, indeed. She was very, very enthusiastic.
That's great.
The artwork on the wall, you can see we need to level some of it out, but they have artwork of the largely railroading in the inland northwest, with the exception also of the St. Paul Depot. These are all by the same artist, and he does very, very good work.
Awesome.
But yeah, we got a lot to think. Yeah, over there we have three paintings of the depot area in Spokane. We have looking towards the Monroe Street Bridge there at Union Station and the GN.
Westbound down track.
We've seen there in Avery, Idaho, at the west end of Milwaukee electrification.
I'm gonna have to get over there.
Spokane Union Station and the Spokane Great Northern Station.
None of these exist anymore, do they?
Well, the clock tower still exists from the Great Northern one.
I saw the tower.
Yeah. But over there we have the one on the left is the St. Paul Union Station, and the Empire Building going through Glacier Park.
That's a pretty picture there.
But this is the Northern Pacific Station, and this is the present Amtrak station in Spokane.
Oh, okay.
So it's the survivor.
Okay, very well, good. At least one of them survived.
Oh yeah.
And then you just have some more memorabilia and things over here.
Displays, yes, stations and depots in the Spokane area.
Doctor uniform, the schedule board, passenger. And who wore these white jackets? Porters?
Those would have been attendants in the dining car.
Dining car, okay.
And this section right in here is Great Northern.
So this is the whole Great Northern route, Washington all the way to Chicago? And I guess what, down to, even into California?
Yes, Great Northern built down into there. Actually their trackage ended in the Twin Cities, but they had an arrangement with Burlington to get service into Chicago. So did the Northern Pacific.
Interesting.
And we have two Empire builders up there. Actually, we have in the foreground an HO scale model of the builder as it was in the early 2000s, and behind that is an O scale model of the Empire builder as it was in the early 1950s.
Nice.
This is all Great Northern in here. We're very proud of our Great Northern collection.
Yeah, you have some nice things. Oh, what was this little caboose? This is just
This was a donation. A gentleman put together, and it's right now just a nice display up here. Kids like to play around it.
yeah, sure.
Over here we have a section devoted to the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle, so it's sort of a hometown road for us.
So this just ran within the state of Washington?
And Oregon when it crossed over the Columbia into Portland.
Okay.
And they actually had a branch line going down into Oregon itself, so it was mostly Washington, but not entirely.
Okay.
And you may have noticed that outside we've acquired the shell of one of the SPNS Alco FA units.
Okay. I haven't been outside to see that yet, but I'll get out there.
It ended its days as a control shell for the Long Island Railroad, and was in storage for quite a number of years, and so the vandals kind of had their way with it, but we plan to get it working again. Section here on train wrecks.
Yeah, things we don't want to think about, but it happens.
They happen, yes indeed.
Yeah, I saw you had a crane outside. And it's a good example of what those cranes would have been used for.
Oh yes.
Putting equipment back on the rails, fixing the rails.
Yes, every once in a while the state-owned line out there, currently operated as the Washington Eastern, borrows our crane.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's fully operational.
And what's all this down here? Oh, this is overhead of the, okay. The restoration room.
Right, yeah, this is intended to be sort of a viewing gallery when this building is in its final configuration as our restoration center. That will be when we hopefully get our big building built around the turntable.
Yeah, I saw the poster down
The
there.
artist interpretation, yes.
Oh, somebody got their NMRA certificate for building this.
They sure did, and they earned it.
Yes, they did. Beautiful.
A classic map of the Burlington system. And here we're kind of concentrating on the Burlington Northern.
When did Burlington Northern and Santa Fe, when did they merge? Do you remember?
It was in the 1990s. Let's see. They're kind of talking about a BNSF paint job appearing in Spokane summer of 1996. That would be roughly the time that it happened.
Okay. What do you think about the big merger that just happened, what was it, earlier this week or last week?
Yeah, the
NS?
Norfolk Southern Union Pacific, that's going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work out.
Very good question. And we've got a couple of uniforms up there, conductor and a Western Union delivery boys uniform up there.
And more station signs.
Stations and sidings, yes.
Oh,
And signage of interest.
and then you got some Brio stuff over here for the
Yeah,
kids.
The kids love it right up here. And
Oh,
they get
sure
to
they do.
Kind of turn them loose on it, and this stuff is made sturdy, so it stands up to it.
Yeah, it's good.
You can see that Alco F8 down there with the green and white paint job on it.
Little tank car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's our firefighting water supply.
Okay.
That car, as a matter of fact.
Was it always used as water, or did it haul
No,
oil?
it was a sort of a general use tank car before we acquired it,
Okay. All right.
and that will be our birthday car there.
Down here in the bottom, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I have to go walk around out there, see all that little stuff. There's your 2-foot gauge over there.
Down there, yes.
And
That's our train ride.
I got to wait till 11 o'clock, and I'm going to hop on that.
Yep.
How far is that? You just go around in a circle?
Yes, the loop is about 3/4 of a mile, and we go around it twice, so you get a good long ride.
Okay. I swore when I'm a retired railroader. I swore I would never ride another train after I retired, but here we are.
I don't know. I love riding Amtrak myself.
Well, we used to share. Amtrak owned the rails that we ran on. I was in New Jersey.
About to say Northeast Corridor, yeah.
Northeast Corridor, and they always had the right of way. We always had to wait, let them pass, then we got there. So our trains were late so many times. And
Well, given the way the railroads do that to Amtrak all the time, it's
well, yeah, because they get screwed by all the freight railroads.
exactly. Yeah, the deal is that Amtrak is supposed to have priority. If it doesn't get priority, it pays the line pays a fine. But the freight is so profitable that the fine is chump change cost of doing business.
Right, right. Oh, it's so common to see like a train coming from New Orleans or Florida be 2, 3, 4 hours late because they had to wait for freight trains to go by.
Yep, and I'll tell you, the back on the Great Northern, the dispatcher that put the Empire building into the hole for a freight train, his head would have rolled.
Absolutely. Oh well. All right. Well, I thank you very, very much for showing me around.
It's been my pleasure.
Okay. Thank you.
You know about the birthday car. That's about the.
That's a work in progress.
And the
Has any work started on the inside of this, or?
a little bit, but it's not a priority at the moment. We've got other things going on.
I guess the car that you had on the inside
Yes.
on the restoration track. That's
Exactly. That's where our genuine works in progress are. There's our Northern Pacific F9, and it is operable. It would be the better for a new set of batteries, but it does run, and that locomotive actually was used on the North Coast Limited.
okay. Any plans to have standard gauge excursion trains?
Yes, a sore subject with us.
Far down the road. Okay, so it's talked about, and
Yeah, let's see, the state owns, of course, the line from Cheney to Cooley City, and you have leases operating it. Currently, it's an outfit called the Washington Eastern, and well, the guys that actually are working on the line, we get along with fine. Especially as from time to time we do things like loan them our crane or let them use our siding and that sort of thing. But at the corporate level, as far as they're concerned, museums are a pain in the tuchus. And so what we really want to do, is run a train from the museum to Reardon and back again.
how far is that? How many miles?
2 miles.
Oh, that's nothing.
No big deal. But the track does have to be brought up to a standard where FRA will allow them to roll passenger along it. And I think kind of them that's another pain in the tuchus. And we had intended this weekend to be running what we do, which is we will run a locomotive and hook onto those 2 cars and maybe the caboose and run it out by the crane and back again a few times for a train ride.
Oh, okay.
But and normally we
And you would use this motor here?
normally we borrow a locomotive from the Washington Eastern.
Oh, okay.
And so we were all fired up to do that, and then Washington Eastern let us know, no, sorry, not available.
Frustrating.
Yeah,
Where's this structure from?
we built it.
You built it, okay.
Yeah, these sheds all in here are our own construction.
Okay. You got a couple of speeders over here.
Mm-hmm.
They run?
I'm not sure.
You've never seen them run.
I think maybe the first one has. And we got our Jeep 9 there. Again, it's a static display. And we have our Baldwin Westinghouse Electric, which bears a considerable resemblance to Spokane and Inland Empire number 502, and so we're basically doing it up as the 502.
Okay.
That one actually spent its working career at a smelter in Montana.
In Montana, okay.
Now you can see there it was operated off the third rail. You can see the frames for the third rail pickups there.
Yep. Yeah, right here, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And all this stuff is donated.
Largely, yeah, largely.
Oh, what's that steam engine I see down there, the boiler?
Donkey engine.
Donkey engine, yeah.
That was a donation to us a number of years back. It sort of came as a part of a lot of equipment from a guy who collected logging and mining stuff. So he in fact gave us a compressed air mining engine, and that sort of was a part of the package deal. That's your standard logging outfit steam donkey engine, sort of the portable generator of its day.
Okay. Does it still run?
I think it would need a very thorough inspection first.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to blow up.
Nope.
And then you had all these different passenger coaches and then the baggage car over here.
Yeah, the coaches, most of those we had loaned to the Lion Tour Train up between Ione and Medellin Falls, and they threw in the sponge, and the local Rotary took it over for a couple of years, and then they took threw in the sponge. They had leased, in fact, the cars from us, and but after they quit, they sat on a siding for a few years, and of course, equipment sitting on a siding that's not fenced in, etc. The vandals sort of had their way with them. So we're gonna probably get one or two of them up to snuff, and perhaps see if we can find a purchaser for the rest.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's
This boxcar, would that have been used in a consist for passenger, or would this strictly be
it's a
freight?
standard freight service.
Standard freight service.
But
Okay.
It gave us a piece of SPNS rolling stock. So
Okay. And then you have a couple more pieces down the other end. I saw a steam locomotive.
yeah, that's sort of the prize of the collection. That's Union Pacific 3206, and it was operated by their subsidiary, the Oregon Rail and Navigation. As a matter of fact, it was originally purchased by the subsidiary, and it's a 1904 Elco product, and that makes it an extremely early Pacific type. As a matter of fact, it's kind of a transitional locomotive in that it's a superheated Pacific type, but it's got the old-fashioned Stevenson valve gear on it.
Huh.
So interesting.
Let's see if I can zoom in on it a little better here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
And
the
it's
diesel that's next to it.
Yeah, that's a SD9. We sort of have it came in the ownership of a matched set. That was Great Northern 598, and the one way out by the crane is the 599. They had been stored up at I think Snoqualmie for quite a while, but and we had hopes of getting the 598 in working order. I gather that what we're desperate for to do that would be a set of traction motors, but unfortunately, until we can pull that off, that's going to be a static display. And the 599 was more or less the hangar queen for parts for the 598, and basically we checked out with an outfit as to whether there's anything saleable on the 599, and they said forget it, and it's evidently not worth all that much for scrap either. So
That's a shame. The steam engine, is that operational?
no, heavens no.
No.
That last operated as a locomotive in 1954 when Union Pacific retired it. They did do us the favor of putting it through the back shop when they retired it. So the locomotive is actually in much better condition than it appears to be.
Okay.
And
yeah, it looks like it would run.
Well, in theory, we have to put the main rods back on it and hook up the valve gear again.
Okay.
But I do know when it was at the museum, and I think it was before my time out here. I think it was in 1981. We had the boiler inspected, and it met standard civilian specifications to have steam in it, and so we talked to the fairground, and they said, yes, we will let you raise steam in it. You can't let it move on its own power, but we will let you raise steam in it.
Okay, so the boiler is in good shape.
Well, they they lit it off. It's an oil burner, by the way.
Oh.
And they got it up to 100 pounds on the gauge, as I understand it. The whistle worked fine. The air compressor and the generator started up, and that's all it's got for auxiliaries. But we did discover that it has at least one bad stay bolt. And of course, with a stay bolt, you find that out by steam shooting out from the center of the stay bolt.
Yeah.
So, a bad stay bolt is not a big deal. But to make it run, first off, assuming that we're going to have to take it out on the road, first thing would be a complete ultrasound for the boiler. And the tubes and flues are hideously overaged, and it's an FRA requirement is that I think it's 15 years lifespan for one of those, and it doesn't matter whether it's been in use or not. If it's 15 years, got to be replaced.
Wow.
And so again, can be done. As a matter of fact, Oregon Rail and Heritage Museum down there in Portland is in the process of restoring a sister engine to that one. And when I was down there, I told them, guys, take very careful notes.
Those will come in handy later.
You never can tell, yes.
Oh.
But and the other problem is that once you have a steam locomotive and you want to take it out on the road, insurance is astronomical.
Oh, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
What's this other blue with the graffiti on it?
That's our Alco FA1.
FA1, okay.
Yeah, like I said, we just got that one, and like I said, it had a control cab on the Long Island.
Okay.
And car number 60 there houses our library, and that in fact was a full railway post office in its day.
RPO, okay.
Yes.
I was at the California State Railroad Museum, and they had an RPO, and they had a gentleman in the car, and he gave me a very nice demonstration of how the RPO worked. And then in front of this, I can't see it from here, I'll walk down by myself later, but there's a funky pink looking caboose.
Well, we've got a Milwaukee Road bay window, and Milwaukee always painted there's orange, so what you're looking at is very faded orange.
Okay, I was going to guess faded red, but okay, faded orange though, makes sense. All right, well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. I'm just going to walk around here, get a little closer shots of some of these other things, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock at the 2-foot gauge.
Okay, or you can join us at the gift shop and listen to my informative lecture as we go down.
Okay, that's before we at 11 o'clock, or?
Yeah, at 5 minutes we gather in the gift shop and then walk down together.
Okay, I'll do that then. All right,
Sure.
I'm going to walk down there real quick, and then I'll meet you in the gift shop.
By all means.
Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.
There's a faded orange caboose we were just talking about. Yeah, it does look more orange. Looked like pink from further away, but it's orange. And I'll try to get a closer shot of these steam engines and this diesel that the gentleman was telling us about. I got very lucky with these people being nice enough to give me a tour. This, the gentleman was telling me off camera that this turntable ended up in the hands of Walmart when they purchased old railroad land, and it was just sitting on their land. They were going to build a store there, so they didn't need the turntable, obviously, and the museum here got lucky enough, and it took a little bit of work, but they were able to procure it and have it transported here. It's a motorized turntable. They do have the motors for it, and there is plans to expand this facility where there will be a roundhouse, and they'll be able to use the turntable then. And I got to carefully walk over here and try to get a nice close view. It's a good looking diesel. I'm surprised it's not operational. Looks like it would be. Doesn't look like it's in bad shape. Sorry about the wind noise. I do have the windsock open. I'm sure you still can hear the wind noise.
All right, passengers for the 11 o'clock train ride tickets, please. Okay, well, now you need to understand that you are not riding on the Polar Express.
So
You
no
get-
hot chocolate.
You get 2 punches per ticket, and that is it.
You're not gonna.
I do not
Do a
hold
message in
tickets
it.
behind my back. I do not punch fancy words into them.
That's
As
fair.
far as I'm concerned, that character on the Polar Express is merely a show-off who's just embarrassing everybody. So select your seats, settle in, buckle in. We'll be on our way momentarily.
Pretty good.
Station stop, West Reardon. Woohoo! Lounge car.
This looks like it might have been some more equipment from a mining operation for a 2-foot gauge.
Very nice car.
More car, little flat car over there. Is this another air compressed engine? Looks like it. Yeah.
Directly opposite
Interesting.
out of the building is the entrance to our
There's another.
artifact range.
What's this over here? Another little flat car, I guess. Which has seen better days. And here's a better look at the engine that was just used on that little excursion we were on.
It still has its original kitchen. So yes, all the cooking and baking were done on a coal-fired range and oven, and with icebox refrigeration. Believe me, my grandmother would have felt perfectly at home. Good, Eugene.
2-foot engine over here.
Today.
Well, that's got going to wrap it up for me today here at the Inland Northwest Railway Museum. I had a great time. Hope you enjoyed watching that video. And a special big thank you to both Kathy and John for their informative and entertaining tours that they gave me. Really appreciated that. And until the next time, as usual, keep smiling. Remember, all shall be well. Be grateful for everything you have. Thanks again for watching. And until the next time, have a great day.